Okay, time for a little bit of Just Cause 2. I'll be honest, with this game I bought it out of someone else's recommendation. It's okay, it's not fantastic, not the best game that I've ever played, but it's great for blowing stuff up and can, you know, be good for wasting a little bit of time. But I will warn you, the maps on it are absolutely huge. So as with all the other tests that we've done, if you haven't watched them videos, go and watch them. They're great, fantastic. We approved a lot of games and said, obviously showed what the average frame rate was on 6-screen Eyefinity. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. So looking at the details, most of it's on high or turned on. Anti-aliasing we have turned off because when we've turned it on, it did show that things were very, very laggy. Anistrophic filtering, or AF, we've got on 16, so we've still got a little bit of nice quality there, including sort of, you know, high-res shadows and things like that. One thing that we do want to turn off is VSync, because we don't want to be limited by the monitor's refresh rate or anything like that. So save the settings and then we can go straight into the benchmark. Before I will go into the resolution, show you that we're at exactly the same resolution as all the other videos that we've got, and that's the maximum on these 22-inch screens in 6-screen Eyefinity. So coming out of that, we can go down to benchmark, and we did a benchmark that we always do, which is Dark Tower. There's some good explosions on it, good quality settings and things like that. Now down the bottom left, if you can see this, which you should be able to, just down there is the frame rate. So at the moment we're only getting sort of 20, but I'll be honest, things look okay. In regards to what we're seeing, it's not lagging, it's not stuttering or staggered or anything like that. And there is quite a lot going on. Obviously we've got all the lighting effects, we've got the rain, the texture of the hills and things. And because of the way that the camera is actually panning across and moving, some of the textures are actually blurring, which is really, really nice, and it's a good thing that they've put into Just Cause 2, because obviously as you're moving along it just gives you that sort of depth of field and depth of motion and kind of feel about it. So at the moment 24 frames, dropping sort of down to 19 every so often, but not really going below that. There's some more rain coming in now, and there is, although it may not look like it, there's a lot going on in terms of textures, the lighting, and obviously the rain as well, and all this is adding to obviously the quality of it. We've got some lightning in the background as well. In terms of the game, it's a good game, but I wouldn't wholeheartedly recommend it. I'd probably give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10. It's great to waste a little bit of time and to blow things up, but to me there's no great, massive, real purpose to the game. Obviously others will disagree, others will agree. If you do disagree or agree, let me know in the comment section below. But for me personally, I prefer some other different games out there. But obviously it's all down to personal preference. As I say with everything that we review really, personal preference really comes into a lot of it. So some more lighting, some explosions, some lightning in the background, all really adds to this sort of great feel of, especially watching this on 6 screens, it just really does look amazing. It looks a bit like a movie. It's a little bit slow at the moment with the explosions, but obviously you can tweak the settings to sort of lower them a little bit to get a playable frame rate. As we say with all our games and benchmarks, anything over 30 is really you know, where you need to be to get a playable frame rate. But overall, it didn't look too bad, and as I say, you can tweak the settings to how you want. But we'll see exactly what we got here. So average frame rate, we got 20.80, which I will admit is below par for what we expect, and we do think that if you tinkered around with the settings, I'd probably you could possibly take the AF settings down from 16, and also the shadow quality you could take down off of high, object detail and things like that, and water detail down from high, just to sort of get over that 30 frames. And obviously even if they're on medium or low settings, you're still going to get some degree of water quality regardless. So that's Just Cause 2, and with a little bit of tweaking we'd approve it on 6-screen Eyefinity, but for the settings that we've got at the moment, which is generally what we use, albeit without anti-aliasing, it's a little bit below par.